Welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Now, recently there hasn't been a whole lot to cover that was different than what we've been covering over and over again. But this week something different did happen, and I figured I'd come on here and discuss it. Earlier this week, the Arizona Supreme Court decided they would go back to the 1860s on abortion law, basically outlawing all abortion in the state of Arizona by referring back to an 1864 law that prohibited abortions. Now, I understand people have differing opinions on abortion. I get that. And you can have your opinion on it. You can think it's a terrible thing that should never happen if you want to. But the fact is, those laws were written by men that didn't think women had any autonomy at all. That women were supposed to be subservient to all men, period, end of story. That the only thing that mattered was men. Yet here we are in the year 2024, long after 1864. And we have states in the U.S. reverting back to laws from the 1800s. When they say they want to take the country back, when conservatives say they want to take the country back, they don't mean they want to take control of it. No, they literally want to take you back to 1860. And it's absolutely disgusting. The fact is, abortion should be legal. Whether you want one or not, it should be legal for those that want to have one. There should not have to be any reason given for why they want one. If a woman wants an abortion, she should get one. It should not matter what state in the U.S. you live in. It should not matter at all where you live. If you don't believe in abortion, don't get an abortion. But don't tell other people what they can and can't do with their own bodies. And what they can and can't do with their own financial situations. Now, many of them will be out there, well, why can't you just put them up for adoption? Have you seen our adoption system in America and the backlog that is the adoption system? You've got so many kids out there that can't have a home, that are having to live in foster homes or in group homes. You want to tell me that's a life? I've come across people that aged out of the foster care system. I personally was lucky. I was adopted at 6 years old. I got to get out. But millions of other children don't. And a lot of times those foster homes are not the best places to be. Is that really a life? And at the end of the day, it should be up to what the woman wants to do. I see men all the time being like, well, I should have a say. No, you shouldn't. You can definitely make your opinion known. And you can say what you want to say. But at the end of the day, it's her decision. And no state representative, no state law, no federal law should stand between a woman and her reproductive choice. And that's just how it is. And you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. You can click off this video right now. You can unsubscribe. I don't give two shits. But the idea that America is going back and back and back on everything, all the progress we have made over the last 50 years, and we're just erasing it day by day. From women's rights to LGBTQ rights, we're backsliding on all of it. But there's hope. There is hope. That sooner or later, the smarter amongst us will finally start speaking out. That we'll start seeing people showing up to the polls in election years to get rid of these far right fundamentalists that have taken over our political system. My hope lies with the younger generation. The Gen Z and those that come after them. Because those are going to be the people that are going to push this country forward. Those are the people that are going to make this place a safe country. Not only for women's rights and LGBTQ rights, but they're going to make it safer for children in schools. They're going to end up fighting this scourge of gun violence. And they're going to be the ones that are going to solve the problem of homelessness in America. Because the younger generations don't care about keeping capitalism afloat. They don't care about your gun rights. They're not going to put their gun rights or your gun rights over the lives of children in schools. And I do believe that they will find a solution. I believe the younger generations will find a way to blend capitalistic ideas, the ideas of innovation, along with a good, sturdy safety net for those people that fall through. And that's what progressives need to be doing. That's what we need to be pushing for. Equal rights for everybody. Bodily autonomy, especially for women and other vulnerable groups of people. I saw something the other day that just disturbed me without end when it came to women. Saying that it had only been like 50 years since women were allowed to have a credit card by themselves. And that shows you where America was. We fell into this belief that women were inferior, and we're heading right back there. Because a few men who had their feelings hurt by a woman somewhere have decided women don't deserve rights. I saw a conservative guy the other day on a YouTube video discussing how women shouldn't have the right to vote, that only the man's vote should matter in a family. That's just how they believe. They believe that, conservatives just typically believe that women are inferior, that they're just there for a man to do as he wishes. And to me, that's disgusting. But that's what happened in Arizona this week. Women were literally downgraded to third-class citizens overnight. Anyhow, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you down the road.